nama Tiaraputri. You can call me Cici. I'm from class 4 ICP 6. Today I will retell the story about of 7 brothers. This story is from Aceh. Are you ready, guys, to hear my story? Okay, let's begin. The story of 7 boys is popular in Aceh Darussalam community. The story shared the struggle of 7 boys after being bumped by their parents. However, they are 7 and eventually live to prosper and forgive their parents. Once upon a time in Aceh, there lived a couple of humans with 7 boys in a forest-bank village. The family lives in harmony, peace, and happiness. They hung their life by becoming a vegetable farmer in the garden. One day in his village experienced a long dry season resulting in fatigue. The soil they used to work dry and cannot be planted. With vegetables, a husband and wife were worried about their food. However, they still have a responsibility for their 7 young biological children. The wife's husband was finally talking about determine his fate in the future. They both intended to leave their 7 children in the forest. When they were speaking to their 3rd child, listened the plan. The next day, a couple of wives invite his 7 children to look for firewood in the forest. The 7 children were entirely not suspicious that they would be left in the forest by their parents. After a long time seeing firewood, the husband and wife ordered everything to rest. The husband and wife then intend to find a source of water to drink. Then they both said goodbye to their 7 children to immediately find a water source. As he was about to leave, the young son said to his parents to come back soon. However, the young child has not been ignored by his parents. After such a long time, his parents didn't come back to them. The eldest child later ordered his brother, who has number 2, to immediately look for their parents. Wherever it was preferred by the 3rd child, who first knew that they were deliberately known into the forest. Knowing that the eldest child replaced his parent to be responsible for his younger siblings, they then walked in the forest until the day began to darken. After running, they then found a puff of smoke. After that, they rushed to the source. After arriving, they were surprised that the puff of smoke came from the giant house in the middle of forest. From the house, a female giant came out and found 7 young children. He asked why they could be in front of his house. The eldest child explained that they had been abandoned by his parents in the forest. Now the giant invited them to enter his house. He also requested food for them. After being full, the 7 children ran the female giant down forget to equip them with expensive food and various expensive jewels. The 7 boys then went off and walked until they were on the beach. Soon came a ship passing by on the shore. They finally came to the ship to the opposite island. Arriving at the opposite island, they then saw jewelry that was given by the female giant. The result of the sale were defined and processed into forms of residence and gardens over time. They grew up and lived in prosperity. Suddenly, and missed his parents. Finally, they agreed to find his parents who had been apart for a long time away. After finding it for a long time, they managed to find their parents. Meeting their parents are old and living in poverty. Their parents finally apologize for leaving them in the forest. Wherever their children and can forgive. After that, they were ahead to bring their parents to live opposite island to live together. Okay, the moral value of the story is we must repay the sacrifice to our parents who have given birth to us, even though we have untreated them are not good by our parents. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.